kanyi jerenu obodo malumma chukwu goziri agozinu nenu wanu ndị ọma ka mụ chọrọ jebe nnu n'Amerika abụ mụ nne m nnu ndị ọma ka ji dị ebube unu bụ kasakasinu unu zuru kemenu onye nwere unu na nwere mmadụ oke ekwelugo n'unu bụ kasakasinu unu na-etinye ọkụ n'obodo unu wetalụ mmepe obodo anyị nwere ibazanụ ọkwa mmadụ ka eji aka nụ n'enu ụwa maka na anọtụ nunu wesizanụ onye kpọbịa mkpọkọrọ agbata obi eweli ya wee gbaa afịfịa mana ọ bụ mmadụ ike nwere ụlọ ka o ji eje ọgụ okonanyi nwere ndị ọma nụ
ndị ọma
okonanyi nwere ife nnu
ndị ọma bi n'Amerika
ndị nwere egbe eji agba enyi nnu
ndị ọma
ndị mgbọ dị na-egbe fanụ
ndị ọma bi n'Amerika
ndị kpara akụ elisi nnu
ndị ọma
ụmụọma chukwu gọziri agọzi nnu
ndị ọma bi n'Amerika
ụmụ ọkụ jelu mba bute ike nnu
ndị ọma
na-emeli ka unu bebi nnu
ndị ọma bi n'Amerika
unu nwere obi nwanne nnu chukwu gọziri agọzi nnu ndị ọmadụ gaba n'iru nnu
ndị ọma bi n'Amerika
ndị ọma n'Amerika nnu ndị nọ na mba zoku
ndị ọma bi n'Amerika
ifunu na-emerili nnenu
ndị ọma
bi n'Amerika
ndị ọma bi n'Amerika
Chicago kanyi jeludonu mmadụ kanyi kwudolodonu odogwu ka egwu na-ekenenu maka mmadụ ka eji aganu ọ bụzi onye ka egwu na-akpọnu nze architect Chukwuma Chikezokole nze onye nwe ego n'oko odogwu ka egwu na-ebechalanụ ikuku ngozi ndị Igbo ekene esi nwanne gadinu ijebe n'igejelu inaba n'iganalu ogologo ndụ walu ya dị nnu ana m atụpụrụ ya ọfọ n'ana ogologo ndụ na-alụ isi ike ife akụ.
Hello everybody. Last Friday at the Hilton Hotel in Oaklawn, Illinois, I was invited by People's Club Nigeria International, Chicago, to cover their 2024 reunion and awards gala. That event was not a public event. Instead, it was an event that focused on peace and reunification of the club and its members. Specifically, this involved a reunion of club members and their families and an induction of new PCNI members who were supported by their families and their friends. Now, with this successfully out of the way, a public event to solidify the peace and reconciliation efforts will be announced later. I think before I show you the video, it's important for me to put a disclaimer that I'm not affiliated to any faction of People's Club. People in all the factions of People's Club are my friends and will remain my friends. If there is any role I have to play, it's the role of making sure that I do everything it takes to make sure that I help in any way that I can to make this effort come to fruition, whether it takes 2 weeks, or 6 months or 1 year. The bottom line is that now I need a wood too. Now, let me hand you over to what happened at the event.
Okay.
And here is the chairman. Thank you very much for coming. Today we have two major events. The reunion of all the former members of the People's Club and the current members. Secondly, we are going to induct new members. As you can see here, the executive chairman is here, our treasurer is here, others are in the hall. We are about to start, and we appreciate the coverage, and we ask the Chicago land, those who have the invitation, to show up. It's strictly invitation.
You guys have come a very long way, and I know that many people in Chicago are going to be very, very impressed to see not just that you're talking about this reunification, but that the reunification is actually taking place. On what background did this effort start?
Essentially, People's Club is premised on networking and the pursuit of happiness. That was the original intention. And you know, sometimes in human affairs, something come up. Not that something come up behind your handmade. And as a part of mature club and mature members, we are saying whatever bites at night is now the mosquitoes. It's the past, is the past. It's time to come together and continue the networking, respect for each other, and the pursuit of happiness.
Thank you very much. I really look forward to the private discussion on this. Dr. Jarek,
Yes.
very good to see you, and I'll see you again inside. Audio number. We'll continue inside.
Absolutely.
I go
Thank you so
myself.
much. Thank you.
Can you make the interview now?
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yes. So, I go on. I'm looking back. I think the conflict started about 2012,
2010.
2010.
Yes.
14 years later, it seems like yesterday. And it's always a good thing to see that now Omunne can have disagreements and that Omunne decide to come back together and reunite. Biko, can you lead us through the process that got us here?
Yes, thank you very much. As you rightly pointed out, we had a little bit what we call the family crisis, 2010. And since then, there have been several attempts to bring us together. And a lot of people have been involved from the local side to bring us together. Eventually, that's why we always say it's easy to destroy but difficult to build.
Yes.
Eventually this year, after series of discussions and talks and coming to terms with the fact that the only thing that helps in life is unity, we decided this is the time to let the past be the past and face the present with unity.
Just for the record, you don't have to answer it if you're not comfortable with it. You said a lot of people have been involved in trying to make this happen.
Yes.
Can you give our viewers an opportunity to know who has been involved in this process?
In terms of the peace process, basically recently, the process that culminated to today started with Dean Kendara. Dean Kendara is the former chairman, People's Club of Nigeria International. He made conscious effort to bring us together, both sides, including the now current group called Illinois. Then intervened. The process, the intervention comes from the trustee patron, High Chief Fabian Onwatu, the present emeritus and the only trustee patron alive in People's Club Global. He wanted to make sure we make peace, and that continued until last year. I have to sit down with the president, the current president, Barrister Fidelis Onyereke, and part of the discussion is, if you want to make peace, make it comprehensive. And I bought that idea. When I returned this year, I started talking to all former members of People's Club, each one of them, and then we got to a point where we said, yes, this is the time to come together. That's how the union come about.
So what do we have in store for tonight? What are guests going to be looking forward to be part of what's going on tonight?
Two things, as I said before. One is a reunion of all the founding, inaugural founding, and former members of People's Club. They're all gonna come, and part of the deal is that they are giving unconditional offer to return to the club, no question asked. That's part one. Part two, there are going to be new members inducted to grow the branch and strengthen the branch, and to leverage that strength in continuing the pursuit for peace, not only locally, nationally, and globally.
When you say trying to bring everybody together, is it everybody that remains?
The interview ended about 45 seconds after this. But that question was asking, is it everybody that remains within People's Club, the two factions called People's Club, or does it include members of Eagles who actually formed a different organization? And his response before the noise that interrupted what we were doing, his response was basically that this effort is all-inclusive. And as you go into the hall, you're going to see that it's actually all-inclusive. And I think it's important for Chicagoans watching this. I say Chicagoans because Chicagoans lived this whole process. It's important to understand that fixing a problem is a journey, but it has to start somewhere. What happened last Friday was the beginning, a very honest and concerted effort to begin a fixing process. And I strongly believe that with time will heal all the wounds, because Chicagoans, People Club factions everywhere, and Eagles Club, these are very gentlemen and ladies, and everybody believes in one thing: peace, unity, and happiness, and able to take care of being each other's keeper. So just bear in mind as we continue.
n'elu ego. Chifu n'elu ego. Chifu n'elu ego. Chifu Godwin.
Prayers. I'm going to call for prayers. I'll be calling upon our rabbi here, Mr. Oaklawn. That's why I was supposed to pray for us.
Jehovah God, we thank God. I'm calling upon this night. Father, I'm calling upon you because we have no other God but before you. There are hundreds and thousands of other gods, but the God that I'm calling now is the God of Elohim, the God of Nathan, the God of Abraham. Father, I call upon you, answer me. You say where there is one or two gathered together to call upon you, that you will answer them. Father, we are more than two here tonight. Father, we ask you to answer us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we're going to move it fast because we've already started a few hours late. We're not going to start any of such events of such magnitude without the presentation of Gala, which is the hallmark of Igbos, hallmark of tradition, hallmark of who we are. So I will be calling on the chairman of People's Club of Nigeria International Chicago branch, Dr. Paul Ojari. Very good.
People's unity, people's love, people's service. I welcome all of you to this event this evening. It is extremely gratifying to all of us to see this reunion take place. And so, let me start by going through the normal tradition that we have back home, which is presentation of Gala. We will have some time to talk at length about this whole event. In Igbo land, whenever you invite people to your place and they come, the most important thing they expect from you before you even sit down to find out what they came for is the Gala nut. And as you can see, Gala nut has been presented. And I think what I want to do is bless the Gala nut, and then we'll go ahead and share it the way we normally do, and make sure we go through the normal tradition for breaking the Gala nut and serving it to our guests. Lord Almighty, we thank you for this occasion. We thank you for the fact that you allowed all of us to get here without any problem on the way. We thank you for the Gala nut that is in front of us, and we ask you to come with us as we get ready to partake in this very, very important occasion. We are going to do the normal tradition of presenting the Gala without much ado, again, like I said, the kola nut is here. And what I'll do is to present and give this kola nut, the tray, to our patron, the patron of People's Club of Nigeria International Worldwide, who is here with us, so that he can present it to all and some that visited us here today. My patron, Aguma Akoba, here is the kola nut.
Thank you very much. Because we have actually lost 2 hours, I'm going to be asking the head of national delegation to receive the kola nut. The Lord to receive the kola nut and let us buckle yourself. Yeah, man.
I have received the kola nut. Emma, Oji, not hear English. Oji, not hear English in my area. But maybe here, you thought it English, and it can be English, but here, in my own area, not hear English. Please, I'm going to speak the language until we hear. If I get a moon, there was. I get a moon. Yeah. And I get a baby, onye ọ na-anụ Igbo agụnwa anyị wetego ọjị atego ọjị na niile anyị na-anọkwa ga-ata ya ga-ata ka ọ dị mma na
the national officer. Yes. As I said, yes, without going too much further, the national delegation have received the kola. I have shown it to all of you here to make sure we're proceeding at best. Please, MC, help me with the kola nut.
Honorable Ike Ezokafo. Honorable Ezokafo, thank you, of course. And of course, our own Ezudom is afraid. It's afraid who has refused all chieftaincy titles. That's his middle name. I refuse every chieftaincy title. And Chief Honorable Sir Ben and Mrs. Long, lady in the UA. Thank you. I want to recognize also Honorable Hadi Ogele. Nothing goes on in Chicago that Hadi is not involved. I don't need or Thank you. I want to recognize the current president of Wawa Chicago, Honorable Sibuso Ubu. Thank you. I want to recognize Dr. and Mrs. Obia who are here. Dr. and Mrs. Obia, thank you. I want to recognize Chief Ike Mmekota, the president of Enimba Social, always quiet, and the man who is synonymous with Matador, the first people and the man who founded Internet in Chicago. Can claim the rest of US. Apria Chicago, he founded Internet in Chicago. Matador, recognize the president of nwanne, Honorable Kelechi Onyebula. Last but not the least, I want to recognize Oledo, Chief Mrs. Ngozi Mbaocha, the founder and president of Golden Hope Foundation. Thank you. Right now, Mr. Chairman, it's my pleasure to call upon you to read the Union Declaration, and then the National Patron will give his remarks, and then we shall induct new members.
Thank you very much, Honorable MC. Hi, it's definitely. Again, as I said earlier in my introductory remarks, this is a special reunion of the people who started People's Club, and we all wanted to come back together under one tent as original members of People's Club of Nigeria International Chicago branch. What I have in my hand right now are people who have attested to the reunification that we are doing and have indicated that they are willing and able to come back to the big tent, the People's Club of Nigeria International Chicago branch. Let me start by calling on Honorable Chief Sir Jeff Uju and Lolo Uju. They are here with us. Can we give them a hand of applause? In the same vein, I am hereby calling on one of the architects of the club here in Chicago, in the name of Honorable Chief Dr. Jude Nwoke. He has signed his declaration.
Take your choice, TYC.
Next, I have the pleasure of welcoming back Honorable Prince and Mrs. Chizoba Emeka Adere back to the old tent. In the same vein, I have the pleasure of welcoming back our original attorney, the original People's Club of Nigeria International Chicago branch attorney, Honorable Attorney Alex Ogoke. There are many more that have indicated they are coming back. They are not here right now, but I can assure you that many of them have indicated they are coming. So People's Club is going to grow. The way we have always wanted it to grow. Gone are the days when there were rancor and misunderstanding. We've realized that we are all brothers and sisters, and like I said in my introductory remark, there is no victor, no vanquish.
So I represent to you the original attorney who registered People's Club as a lawyer with the state of Illinois, and for all your effort and continuing peace. In fact, I told him at one time to go make peace, bring all the People's Club members back. Did I? Exactly. So that will tell you the state I've been going to make peace. So thank you very much for everything you've done with the People's Club. He was the organizing secretary and he's still the organizing secretary of People's Club of Nigeria International. he signed his signature even before we decided to go to Moscow. And as I said, he's here today in charge of this event. For all your efforts and for everything you have done to People's Club, and for the fact that today you are officially receiving your certificate signed in 2007, you are hereby recognized by your effort and everything you have done to People's Club. Now, sometimes you have to do things and do properly. In Chicago land, before I ever arrived from Queensland, we have a member of People's Club. Those members, we don't call them founding members, we call them foundation members. The only difference was they are members from Boston. And then we come and knock them again from Boston, and we officially formed People's Club Nigeria International. For being a foundation member in the house that precedes the formation of People's Club Chicago, you are recognized officially as a foundation member, Chief Dr. Chud Mokongo, take care of the recognition, yes, from the national delegation. Thank you. Thank you. And inaugural founding member. So I told you I have categories. Inaugural founding member are the members of People's Club that were inaugurated on the one of formation of People's Club. Okay, good. Now, for being inaugural founding member of People's Club Nigeria International, and for questioning me rigorously about peace, I tell you, the last day I went on function, that was it. People were looking for me. I got lost. It was raining heavily. He captured me. And then he questioned me rigorously. Why can't you make peace? What this is? Is it comprehensive? And I promise him that I will do my best. And it's going to be my whole heart turning to it. If I have to atone for any sin, I will atone for my sins. That moment now is your ability to sometimes accept and move forward. For all your effort and peace, and for pushing me so hard, you are today recognized honorable. Mmekota, Ake Ujoma, He's recognized. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, there should be this topic. Yeah. So, let's continue. I will do one more recognition, but let's proceed. As I said, let's save the best for the last, and let's go to the next agenda. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. As the national patron and founding chairman. Next, we shall induct new members. It's time for induction of new members. And I'm going to call upon the trio of the national treasurer who is here. He traveled all the way from Houston. We are going to also call upon, that will be Chief Salon, Rania, Akoro Law, and Law Medical. I'm going to call upon the branch chairman, Dr. Paul Ojari, Honorable Akwata Nakokwa, and I'm also going to call upon the national patron, Chief Dr. Anayo Keja. So, gentlemen, honorables, so please step out to do the formal. I want to call upon Mr. Obalite Ochabuto, who is here. I want to call upon Engineer, Mr. MPC Oswago. I want to call all the way from North Carolina. I want to call upon Mr. Jude, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. And of course, I will be joining them. Chief Kenny Emeniken. Chief Kenny Emeniken, please continue.
Only I would not make God upon me. So we have to answer. Yes. Okay, so one. Full disclosure, we are inducting 7 people. We trained 7. Bush has to take permission because his in-laws are doing something that he really has to be there. And the final member of inductee, fully paid, is in Ghana, 4, because I did not send the invitation that I was supposed to send. Now, having said that, the rule of engagement is to give the Honorable Chairman the microphone, and I will leave him with the head of the delegation, People's Club International. If he can convince him that you are fit to be members of People's Club, you are going to, I'm neutral, because I'm patron People's Club alone. As patron, I must always remain neutral. I will not side anybody, but I will let the discussion play out. And whatever happens, you have my blessing. I go on.
The Honorable Veteran Worldwide, thank you very much. We have the delegate from People's Club of Nigeria International Worldwide, I hope. He's here and he's ready to induct our new members. He is going to ask me, the chairman of the club, whether these individuals have been found, after screening, found to be eligible to be inducted into the People's Club of Nigeria International Chicago branch. And I will tell him what I have seen.
Don't tell them.
No, I say I'll tell him, not them.
People's Club, Queen.
Yeah.
People's Club, Queen.
Yeah.
People's Club, Queen.
Yes.
Ike Chukwu is everywhere.
please.
Virus. Okay. Mobile lights.
Yes.
Good. And Carlos. Good night. Okay. Jan is a NPC. So, Jude. No. Good. Chief Kenny. Good night. Good. Oh, wow. You have to go first. Where's this? I'll report. Where are you? I'll report. That's wonderful. You are welcome here. So, no. Don't go back again. Don't go back now. You are welcome. But put on me, by definition, he said me, come on. His authority, they being
2nd of
August
2024.
2024. The authority vested on me by Jarugo, I induct you into being members of People's Club of Nigeria from today onwards. Don't misbehave, don't do anything that will give bad name to our club. You see, we are Ndezigbo men. Ndezigbo men can help one. Give me the message of Ndezigbo men. Who will you get the message? I want that message now. People's Club of Ndezigbo men. People's Club of Ndezigbo men. No one in it. Oh no. So today, you are now one of us. You know what I mean? That was God. I'm excited to listen. What they want to bring now was God. You are not us. Please, we want good name. Good name, good character, everything good God. When you see good God, see good God. No debt at all. You are welcome to the of you. You are welcome.
Now, consistent with the powers invested upon me as a veteran, and now call on the original attorney, People's Club of Nigeria International, to swear you in. And
Please raise your right hand. When I say I, you put it in there. I. Today, being 2nd day of August 2024, I promise and I swear to uphold to the bylaw, constitution, and protocol of People's Club International. I also promise that I will behave and support every activity of People's Club of Nigeria International, national, and in my local branch. So be it. So help me God. Thank you.
now I'm going to show you. Stay where you are. I'm going to show you the People's Club greetings. As the patron and founding chairman, watch me very carefully. See my hand? You know the deal. You lock it. Once you lock it, does it now? No. Unity. Yes. People's unity and service. Watch and listen again. Love, unity, and service. Repeat after me. Love, unity, and service. love, unity, and service.
Love, unity, and service.
Don't shake it. Do it again. Otherwise, you can go. Relax, relax. You're now shaking the patron of this club. Relax your hand. Relax. Until you relax it. Relax. Just relax your hand. Take it easy. No tension. Love,
Unity, and service.
one more time.
Love, unity, and service.
Love,
Unity and service. Love, unity and service.
Love, unity, and service.
That's good.
Love, unity, and service.
Uno right or quiet? Now, to make sure we cut the whole ceremony short, we're going to give you a microphone. The deal is, if you're happy and you want to appreciate what has happened to you, yeah. You appreciate the fact that you are all now a member of this club, and when you appreciate it, your supporters can come to appreciate with you. The reason why I would say we go one after the other, the shortening time, because as 11 o'clock, we should be having good time. So I'm starting with you, as I said, you're going to get your certificate signed in 2007. I will tell you how long you've been in the club, you have been in the club. Go ahead and appreciate people's club. And when you finish appreciating, call your supporters to support you.
Thank you, Agoma. Thank you, National Patron. Thank you, National Treasurer. Thank you, Chairman. I want to appreciate People's Club of Nigeria International in Chicago having me as a returnee, old, new member. I want to appreciate tonight's event with a sum of $700.
People's Club, love, unity and service. I'm very happy to be a part of this organization. For those who knows me, I refuse to belong to any association or any club in Chicago, and one of my reasons is because I think I'm too old to bring myself down to what I see in Chicago, fighting and doing this and that. So since I've been in Chicago, I decided not to join any club. I decided not to put myself out there for that reason. But when I saw People's Club of Chicago, and then I looked at members of this club, they're all my friends. All of them, 99% are all my friends. And then I got to realize when I was in Nigeria, when we were running politics in Nigeria, I tried to join People's Club. They couldn't take me. I had to go and see if I can sell a land to join. It was a lot of money, it was a lot of protocol. And People's Club was the only club, being a politician then in Nigeria, it was the only club that we were allowed to join. But I couldn't join. Then when I came to Chicago, and then I saw it was easier, and all the people I saw was all my friends, I then changed my mind. The first time I met in a meeting, you said land? No, I didn't say the land. No, I didn't. So the people that I met at this club were very, nice. The first time I attended the meeting, I was really welcomed with, a lot of stuff that other clubs could have given to me. And recently, the same people came to me, in a very big way. And I looked at all these gentlemen that came to me to praise me. I said, no, I will, I have to change my mind. I have to belong to this club. So I thank People's Club now that I'm a member. And I don't belong to any, for those who knows me, I don't belong to any place, any club, anything that I don't participate. And when I come in, I don't come in with 10% or 20%. I come in with 101%. Yes. Those of our friends here, Brother Hardy can testify that I walk till people will say, you know what, don't walk anymore. So I'm here at the People's Club, and I will pray that those who left People's Club will all come back and make it work. Make it work. So thank you, People's Club. Thank you, Dr. KJ. It's been, pulling me into this from the day this People's Club started. And I said, no, I don't belong. I don't want to belong to any organizations. But thank God that I have finally belonged. And I will not go back. It doesn't matter how much name you want to call me. I'm not going back, and then I will belong. So I will support, with $500.
Well, my presence here today is like a dream come true. When I was young, when I was born in Onitsha, I grew up where we lived was at 15 Onitsha Owerri Road, diagonally opposite the National Secretariat of People's Club International. And people like Ilodibe, PNM, Okosiwan of football, and a host of others who were role models who were looking up to. Their membership of People's Club was a dream every young man expected to achieve. And when they started building the secretariat, everybody was happy. I was thinking, when will I be a member of People's Club? And today, I am a member of People's Club. That is why I said it is a dream that came true. And that wouldn't have been possible without somebody like Chief Doctor Anna Okeje. I sincerely appreciate him. He has pushed me enough to the point that I had to travel all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina, to join this current chapter in the United States of America. In love and appreciation of that, I will appreciate the club with $500.
Love, unity, and service. I'm Oaklawn. When Chief Hilton was talking this evening, he made a profound statement that I will forever cherish. Whenever I think of People's Club, definitely I will remember those words. So he said the reason why we come to People's Club is to socialize, enjoy ourselves, be happy, and forget about your checks that are bouncing. And if I'm not going to join People's Club for anything, if I can forget my checks that are bouncing, I will use that reason to get that People's Club. Hopefully I will never be poor again. Yes, and my checks will never bounce. I already have a support system here. The chairman is my uncle. I grew up with the national patron. And my dear brother-in-law is there smiling from Hilton. And my younger sister is there. And another cousin is there. So I am fully supported. So the first lady is out here, and also there with my equity. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. On a serious note, there comes a time when somebody realizes that he has to belong to his people. When you are young, you don't really care about anything that goes around you. You probably be able to call it teenage. You're just being saved by God as you move along. But as you get older, you get to think about it. And I think this is the right time for us to play our parts. We're old. We don't look around and look for any other older people except us. We're on that age. When we come, people behind us will follow. And I'm very, very happy and honored, beyond words, honored to become a member of this esteemed club. Like we said when we were growing up, we looked at the universe, the GMOs, the whole of them. So for me to belong, and I happen to have one of the greatest members of the People's Club, Oliver the Globe, was my very, very, very dear friend. May he so rest in perfect peace. And I'm so happy to be part of this club. And I think there's a lot of things that have changed. This is my first time wearing this here. Yes. So I'm actually feeling it already. And thank you very much. I'm supporting the People's Club with $700. Thank you.
The chairman, the patron, the national delegates, the entire executive of People's Club. I thank you all for this opportunity. I'll be supporting this club with $100.
And you always say there is a responsibility in leadership. And without much ado, without wasting your time, I will support all of you with $1,000.
As always, we
It is recorded.
yeah, we keep the light on for you all. We've been doing that for so long. From day one. And that's why we're here today. Because and I am so happy to have all these new inductees to our club today. It is a wonderful thing. Who says peace is not a good thing? Does anybody see anybody fighting this evening? So smiles, so happiness. That's what it's all about. So it is a good thing you are all here, gentlemen, joining us in People's Club of Nigeria International Chicago. And I am going to support all of you together with a sum of $500.
Thank you very much. It's there are people that makes me think the trouble. They don't make me see the way they are quiet. I will be released of me if I don't give you the opportunity to appreciate us and thank you. And to do that, let me release the phone.
You can beg pardon me, I didn't understand this. I'm about to original members of
Yeah, they are coming.
People's Club of Chicago.
Yes.
No, I'm not a member.
No, it's not for members.
They are what name from?
Okay. I invited him.
Microphone.
It's okay. No,
Thank you. I don't know. I will not be my company, but I keep on doing my
I want
Buru.
I want no.
They were.
Ujana.
No shaking. I'll do my way here and to support the way you do. I'm sure to try to bring peace to those club. We, the truth is that we are already echoes. And we still echoes. Have we changed?
Yes, madam.
Huh?
Yes, we can.
So all the work that I have, now when the chairman who want to work, yes, I'm not supporting my head $1,000.
Thank you. As I said, you leave the best for the last. Consistent. Please, at the head of delegation, come and help me one more time. Come and help me one more time.
Yes.
Consistent with the need to recognize all the people that make People's Club tick, including the founding members. I now use the opportunity to recognize not only a founding member, but the first vice chairman, People's Club of Nigeria International Chicago branch, and the man in Chicagoland you cannot miss when he passes. And I am happy he's traveling this morning.
It's all part of the introduction.
He's traveling this morning, but he promised me that he will show up no matter how short he can stay with us. So for honoring my invitation and for showing up despite their tight schedules, and for everything you have done in Chicagoland and being part of founding member People's Club who brought People's Club from Boston, Massachusetts. You are tonight recognized by People's Club of Nigeria International Chicago branch. Chief Sir Jeff Uju Akuroro.
The praise Agoma Aname a welcome him again. Let me quote the Trump. Even though I'm not a Trumpist.
A Trumpist.
I mean, Trump told Harris that I say, you
turn India.
And so you turn black. I don't turn white and black. I'm a Ebendego son. Okay, Abigo, I don't keep with them, but I'm there with them. So I am the founding chairman of Ego Social Club. But then the one I did for the question. But who you were in Yagi Blue? I will wait, you don't know. Young, you're not now. Oh, that is your well. Probably
there wouldn't be any other club now on People's Club. You and I know that. But yesterday, I got my own personal about China. So I'm not part of People's Club in America. But then when I go one minute, then invite, I will always be here. All you do is my man. In the morning, I'm going to do this here with my wife. But that's not we want to be here tonight. So I go on. I love you so much. You are my brother for life. I will friend for life. All of us here in Chicago, we want peace to reign. And my prayers for your club, and when that try, keep on my dad on the way. It's wrong because in Miami we're not there. What is supposed to come when the pattern one image because I have what we do. And when the pattern I went to one. I'm woman up there. Yeah, but you know, from my heart, I love you and I want this thing to move forward. Maybe you move forward. It may I would fight. I can see the member of People's Club, I still be a member of Eagles, I still be a member of Navy Bar. So there is nothing wrong being members of all the whole clubs. So the way I love you, I'm here with you, but at least now I know you. I'm very
all that speech, how much is it? How much is the speech that you gave? Officer Pole, all the speech in here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I go 1. Yeah, 500.
Politics is a beautiful thing. Politics is a beautiful thing. And I love
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Like I said in the beginning, the most difficult thing to make is peace. It's easy to destroy, but difficult to make peace. Let me go to Mmekota. Before that, my president. What do we?
My president.
I greet you. Neighborhood, I don't want to waste much time because President, one of the I like to be here in the People's Government tonight. I want to say that it's easy to scatter, but it's not easy to start. I don't want
my president.
It's going to take you a long time to rebuild what has been destroyed. But gradually, be confident enough and hopefully that everything will come back to the standard building. So, without wasting much time, sorry, I don't know the shadow here because na ya kwa ya kwa anya nke ma megede jikwe katina agba atwa amanya da taga polite agolo mo wasi agbo mana to bro shurete ejikwe mcheke mnima ada ma so yemne no new organ ama support uti $200.
Thank you, my president, my guests, and we appreciate you. I get it wrong. Yes, and they go.
Because I'm
People's Club International. Without the road. People's Club of Chicago. Ndewo. Nwanne Chicago Association. Yes, we will go. As for you, I'm going and I have initiated a job needed. I have praise women. I hear. I think someone. This is the one. I don't have only one now here. Electric. I think we'll take you like I shine. Only I think that by now. I'm not going to send back on the and I have by about. Oh, you do that. One minute. Because yes. And right from the start of this People's Club, and my brother I could be showing on Naza, and I might say, I know, I'm over to push him, and I believe we should know a job. Also, they were that good, they also they were wonderful. You may not like my brother over. Who's here like that at home? We really come ready. Yeah, you know like that time. But I can't go and leave it water. And it's happening today. Thank God for that. I told him go. Club being on the book, all while I'm living. I don't want to actually was here. We actually walk here. On behalf of my wife, my lovely wife, Mrs. Chukwuzobam, electric Nigeria, and electric woman. I now support in Ghana and Mmekota. I know Andy, the first movie didn't one day. Because now I'm not me off, man. I put my name in the take one of them. Just about that, you know, the company got the lady. But why you my fancies? But I want now support. $300.
Thank you very much. So, the essence is just to make sure we recognize everybody. The essence is not to drop people because we think they are rich or poor. The essence is recognize my in-law. Yes, so my in-law that married my beautiful sister, yeah, please greet the bride. We want to actually work with us, so please.
You're next.
My camel is exempt. I don't know
People's Club of Nigeria, they will. Just like the previous speakers said, we are not privileged to know the reason why, we were brought here today tonight. But I have my big in-law here, my brother-in-law, Jude, who is, he came in last night, he didn't even tell me he was being inaugurated into People's Club. So, but Toshilade, I have my wife here, my Dr. Uchenna Obialo. So we'll be supporting our big brother-in-law, my big brother-in-law, and your wife, my wife, the sister, with the sum of $500.
Thank you very much, and we will soon finish, and then we will dance all the way till 1 a.m. But before we do that, we have Chicago's accountant on the floor. Please write the check for me.
Hare!
This one is not for civil servants. I'm a civil servant, and here's my bio. I'm a civil servant, so when I come to events, I come to observe and make sure the dedicated ministerial functions are observed. So, I think there's a mistake here. I'm having a microphone. I'm not to share the same microphone with you, Jeff, with you, and do the walking ball. The only thing I do for them is to make sure they stay out of jail. But since you have given me the microphone, Dr. Agoma, a very good man. I met him in UK, in England, about 27 years ago. He has come to my hotel to pick up a package. Very rare people that you come across and you sort of have a distinct and definitive respect for them. Dr. Agoma is one of them. And when he made his journey across the sea to come to the US, I'm not surprised he pretty much has achieved the American institutional citizenship. Agoma, I'm happy for you. Prior to your arrival, there was an existing People's Club. I used to Jude. He's a rascal over there. Dr. Jude.
No members, not existing.
He's a rascal. But listen, I just want to put on record, I'm a civil servant. Recorder, I'm a civil servant. I'm a civil servant. I've shown you my Bible.
With the check.
But since Agoma dragged me, I gave him a microphone for my Mika resources. I'll support Agoma with $500.
Thank you. Let's round it with my President Emeritus. Ejagamba. Doc Neriego. Thank you. Hello.
Ndị Mama, People's Club Ekenemon. Onye abụ ezigbo enyi m nwoke. Ọ sị na m na-eri ego. Aka abụkwana nke eriri. According to my brother Flint, anyị bụ civil servants. Ndị otu anyị bụ enwe ndị a na-akpọ ndị ọrụ oyibo. Anyị nwe ndị ọrụ Igbo. Anyị nwe na-asabụ ndị Igbo. Enwe ndị na-asabụ ndị Bekee. Anyị nwe na-asabụ ndị Igbo. Bete otu o si na wee dị. Ndị Igbo si na mberede nyere dike. Okay? Mana mberede ka eji ama dike. Mụ na ya nọ ebe anyị nọ last Friday, a week ago. Ebe a ka ọ nọ wee gwa m na o nwere ihe na say, well, ndị Igbo ofu nwa nwoke be anyị si na nwa dibịa si na ya ma na aga akọwa ọgwụ. Na ọ dị ama na aga akọwa ọgwụ nyebute akpa ọgwụ. But the time I got to walk with Burma up where so you buy them. But I can make $100 worth support. I want them working.
Thank you. The president of Awa, your friend, your bosom friend, said I should not finish without giving you this microphone because if I do that, it will become discrimination, and you don't discriminate against president of a whole area, not even town, but you're talking of the whole tribe of Wawa. Thank you.
Hey, wake up. Agoma just told me about this event last week. Like, we used to joke and play together. So now Juma, my great friend from Atlanta. I'm this kind of thing. Why I cannot come to Chicago without telling the mayor of Chicago. You see my beard? I'm the mayor of Chicago. And that he cannot come to Chicago without me giving him the key to the city. So because of that, Ike told me a long time ago anyway. So I'm supporting Ike, Agoma, and my great friend again, Alex Ogoke. Because of them, I'm going to give $500.
Thank you. I said the best is always safe for the last. And when you come to Chicagoland and you have not asked about Madam President, then you are not really starting to understand the society. And when you have problem in Nigeria and you need medical attention, you don't know Madam President, then you are not actually understanding Nigerian society and how we roll. And because of that, I will give Madam President the last say. Except, of course, the video man.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Supportive for $500.
Madam President, it took her 3 full seconds to complete what she wanted to say. And for that reason, as you know, handing you over the microphone. Thank you.
Chicago Mama, I came here fully prepared to support, but I'm not sure how many of you realize that as many good friends as I have in Chicago, I mean clones. If I have a severe emergency, which has happened once, the person who will run to my rescue, because he's only 2 minutes away, is Jeff Uju and Aduju. And when I came in, I wanted to support with 1,000. But when my main man gave 500, I said, no, I gotta cut mine in half. No, I'm joking. You guys know that I'm simply a journalist. And journalists, especially in Chicago, where a lot of our people don't realize that the biggest thing we could have in this town is a strong voice. I'm still waiting for many of you in this room to be sponsors of Bold Talk on Allen TV. And my biggest sponsor, and solidly behind me, is a Yoruba attorney. There are a lot of businesses in this room. I expect you to sponsor Bold Talk. But with that said, what's going on here tonight touches me. It's personal to me. If anybody followed the crisis at People's Club, you would know that somehow from a distance, I was involved. I regret my involvement in that crisis. To Aduju, she's a special woman. I walked over to their house and I talked with Jeff and I apologized to him. And because of all my friends in People's Club, I'm supporting you with $300.
Thank you very much. And having done that, I will request the DJ to really give us music that is fit for People's Club and for all of us to get up, shake it up, and dance. And by the way, if you need any drink, any special drink, the vouchers here, we have the miniature up there. Please help yourself. Do feel free and do not feel hit. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm now going to hand you over your function, having performed the necessary function that is required to make you officially a member of the school. No. If you ask twice, I give you twice.
Andy. Oh, but I'm going
and invitation, case in the invitation, I brought up to 4 people. See, I can hear you invitation. Instead, I soon I can't belong to the club. It goes club, I'm vice president. So when I call my chairman too, it's like he's not here. There are other things going on, man. That's first.
the past relationship, and I didn't want to mess up anything by contributing as now vice president it is. But in the spirit of what I'm saying this night, I really appreciate what we are doing. What we're doing here is unity. There can be several clubs in this, and then we are free to belong to each of these clubs. But however, we have a mission. Our mission is to bring good into our community here and back home. That's what we, I support People's Club of Chicago. Dr. KJ, I respect the fact that you picked up the courage to bring this. Okay. I belong to People's Club. I heard all the stories, how the Eagles emanated, where they come from, and all the bad stories, and I wanted to stay clear out of those. But after all that, I picked up this courage to bring us together. I appreciate it and I say thank you. I will support the group with $300.
And let me make this statement. For the past 2 years, I have visited the Eagle on a special case of Agolo. And I tell you now, you'll be very good. And at least member to Eagle Club. And very soon, full member in good standing. Because we are the same. We are one and the same. And as our Lord said, what is important to the church of us at this age is that community. It is that network. It is that support. Because we're too old to be taken on by the past. Let the past and present move forward with the present. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. DJ, please take over and make sure everybody here dance to their satisfaction.
People's Club. Chief Doctor Aloy Ichekula Eze. Ifeanyi Orama Lobo. Hilton na People's Club. Chief Professor Innocent Aluka. That's from people na People's Club. Examine Chief Dr. Ambrose Idimbago. Lelugu Numonu. Ozambo Lelugu. That's from the People's Club.
Saludo.